Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video we will be working up with our buttons right here. Okay, so how you can do that, you just have to grab this button right here, button section, and you just have to drag this, and then you have to drop it right there. So you have to drag and you have to drop it, and you can see that a button is right here. But since we actually want to add two buttons, okay, we have to add two buttons, and you can see these buttons are right here coming like this. So we want them to be aligned to be just like one to be here and the other to be here. So what we can do for that is that we have to add a column for that. So we have to delete this widget. Okay, just delete this widget as well. Okay, and then what you have to do, you have to go ahead and you have to grab this inner section right here. Just put it right here, and you can see that now you've got your inner section, and you can just go ahead and you can work with it. So you can see now we've got two here. So you can add two buttons right here. Okay, so let's suppose that if you would like to add three columns. Okay, so if you like to add three columns, then what you have to do, you have to right click here, and you can see now it says add new column, and you can add these columns right here. So let's suppose that if you would like to add three buttons, then you can definitely add these three buttons. But since I want to add two single buttons, that is why one is going to be about us and the other and the other is going to be contact me. So it should look like this: about me and hire me. Okay, so I need buttons to be like that. So what I have to do, I have to come up here, and I have to go ahead and I have to just grab this button, okay, and I have to just drop it right here. And you can see now I get this, and then what I have to do, I have to just go ahead and I have to duplicate, and you can see I get the same button. So I'm just gonna drag it and I have to drop it right here, and you can see these buttons are right here in one single line. Okay, so now I have to work up with this button. Okay, just work up with this button, this particular button, and make sure that this button is actually set to right. So you can see that now all the buttons are actually aligned same way. So you can see we've got our buttons done. So now what we can do, we can just go ahead and we can work with the styling of these buttons. So our first button, what our first button is gonna do is that it should be for the about us. So how we want to design this, you can see this is the first button I'm editing. So I'm just gonna say it should be about. Okay, it should be just about me. Okay, so I'm just gonna say about me. Okay, and you can see it's like here, and then what I have to do, I have to go to the style. Okay, and I want to style this button. Okay, so let's suppose that I say that I need the color, text color, to be transparent. Okay, not text color, but background color. I'm sorry. So background color should be transparent. You can see that the background color is fully gone, and I want a border. So I need the border to be solid, and it should be having 1 pixel from all the sides. Okay, and it should be having a border radius of 25 pixels. So you can see it's just giving a capsule effect. Okay, so you can see this is how our button is changing, and our button looks just amazing. If I just click here, you can see how our button is looking. Now you can go ahead and you can work for the hover. And you say that if someone just hovers his mouse to the button, I actually want to change the button border background color, and I want to be change it to black. So you can see this is how it's going to look. And I want the border to be removed, so I can just transparent this border. Okay, and you can see how it's giving the look. If I just show it to you right now, you can see this is my button. I just hover my mouse. You can see this is how this button is actually changing, and this button is also removing the border color as well. So it's just looking amazing. Okay, and you can also work with the hover animation if you want. You can say it should be shrink. Okay, so you can definitely choose all these animation you want, and it totally depends upon you. Okay, so you can see that our about me button is actually now ready. So for the linking stuff, we will be actually working up later on, like how to go ahead and how to link this button. Okay, so you can add any link you want to. And then we've got this button right here. This button is all about like hire me. So you can see here we have to create a hire me button. Okay, and it's going to be having a green background in these stuff. So I'm just going to come up here, I'm just going to right click here, and I'm going to say I want to edit this widget, and I want to change this click here to actually hire me. Okay, so now we have to work with the designing part. So I'm just gonna say style, and the style should be for the colors. So I want the text color to be just normal, and the background color to be a little bit much lighter than green. And now what I want the border type to be solid. Okay, I want the border to be solid with the width to be 1 pixel, and I want the color to be actually full green. So now it's just giving me a great effect. So if I just click here, you can see how our Hire Me button is looking. So basically what we have to do is that we have to come up here and we have to say that if someone hovers his mouse and we want to change, and we also want to make sure that our button is actually of this color. Okay, and I want, if someone hovers over it, I need the background color to be fully transparent. Okay, so you can see that if someone hovers over it, the background color goes there. So you can use any animation, it totally depends upon you. And you can see that our header is now fully completely done, so you can definitely go ahead and you can work with it. Now you can see that we would like to give some more spacing, because you can see this should be much more bigger in size. So what you can do, you can edit this section and you can say that I need the minimum height, which is set to minimum height. I need it to be more, so I can say, let's suppose that it is 500 pixels. So I'm just gonna change this to actually 500 pixels. So this is going to be a minimum height, and you can see how this is looking. If I just click here, you can see how this is. So this is our button, and our everything is actually totally done. Now let's talk about the links. So how are the links going to work? I'm just going to right click here and I'm going to say edit widget. This is going to be the link. So if someone just clicks on this, you can actually send him to anywhere. So you can, let's suppose if someone just clicks, I'm going to send that person to any page, or I can say I want to send that person to sample page, which is my WordPress page. So if someone just clicks here, you can see this is the link that is automatically here. I'm just going to hit update and I'm going to open up my website right now. So if I just go ahead and I just open my website up, okay, then you can see that if I just go ahead and I just click this button, it's actually going to take me to the sample page that we have for the WordPress that is already created. So if I just click, you can see it's going to send me to the sample page. So this is how the links are going to work. Okay, I'm just telling you. So in future, when we want to change any link, we will definitely change it. For now, just add a hash here so that it's just a normal link here and it's not clickable. Okay, so you can see it's just right here. This is our website, which is fully done. You can go ahead and now you can work with it. Okay, so in the next video, we will be working up with this header. You can see this is a line coming. I'm going to show you how to remove this line, and I'm going to show you how to make your header transparent so that your header looks good as well. Okay, so stay tuned, and in the next video, we will be working up with it, guys. Bye-bye.